This is the Irontrader. It is Thursday morning. Now, it's going to be a big day today. First of all, the EIA report for natural gas will be out at 10:30. But the key today is going to be the same as was yesterday. Yesterday, we had the CPI report. Today, we have the PPI report at 8:30. Keep your eye on that. That's going to be a market mover. Okay, I can't stress it enough. All right, as usual, we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. This video is for information purpose only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity, ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have crude oil daily and weekly chart. Now, what do we have here? Okay, so yesterday we had a bottoming candle, went up, closed above the key 8 SMA. Today we made a higher high so far, and so far it's holding the mid of the yesterday's candle. That's always very, very bullish. Okay, let's take a look here at the upside. So what we first want to watch is this 8 SMA here. Okay, so this is going to be very, very key. We need to close back above that. That's at 86.09. Now, again, if we can get above that, then we look to yesterday's high. You're looking at 86.38, and then today's high so far, we have 86.63. And then we just follow the candles up here. You have 86.98. We have 87.10. This is 87.22. And then your big retest there is 87.63. Okay. So now I pointed out here where we were trading this range. It's basically like a square box. And then we went up to an upper box here and then to another upper box. And this might possibly be the same thing here. Okay. So look and see how many days that we have sideways. We had 12, 13 days here, and then sideways, and then sideways. So now what we just have sideways action going on here. Okay. But you have really, really good support levels here underneath here. Okay. So there's really no fear of this thing just crashing. What I'm just thinking is if there's any kind of a pullback, that's a buying opportunity here to go long. Eventually, I really believe that this is going to go here to the 90 area, then the 95 area. Okay, so here's what we want to watch today. On the downside, we want to watch, obviously, today's low so far. You're looking at 85.57. And then what we want to do, we'll come over to the bottom of this candle. You're looking at 85.09. And then we'll come here. You're looking at 84.64. And then we look at yesterday's low, 85.55. Okay, so that's basically your range. We can go off the top of this candle, 84.49. See, that's really holding it very, very nicely. So you just bring that candle right across. That's what we have for a nice box, just like we had here. Okay, so we just got to see how this is all going to shake up. So again, if that 84.49 is lost and that box is lost, then we'll come to the bottom of this candle. You're looking at 83.85. And then what we want to look at here is this 21 SMA. You're sitting at 83.34. That's going to be very, very critical. If that's lost, we can come down to this 83.21 and this 83.12. Okay, so you always want to look here to the left here. That's why I use these blue lines on the price channels. It makes it very, very easy to see. Okay, so as this keeps rising up, when it comes down, then this key level, this is always becomes very, very key support levels going on the way down. Okay, so always watch that. Now, again, what we have here, we just have sideways action going on. See what's going to happen basically in the Middle East. They keep talking about how Iran is going to, attack Israel here and all this kind of stuff. And that's what we had going on last week. We had the big run up. So anytime you get in kind of a war, that's really what it is a catalyst here to take oil higher, because they're always afraid that, hey, the oil is going to be disrupted and it's not going to supply. No matter what everybody says here, you're still using about over 100 million barrels a day, okay? Not a year, a day. And if that gets disrupted, okay, then that's when crude oil just rises high, okay? So realistically, okay, watch here today's low, that 85.57, and just follow the candles down until we get to yesterday's low here at that 84.55. Bring that right across here. This is our trading range now of our upper box. On the upside, just watch that 8 SMA, very, very key. Yesterday's high is going to be key. That's 86.38, and then so far we have 86.63. Then we can follow these candles. This is the candle you'll be looking for, 87.22, because you can see where this would be to set the resistant level. See, we set a high, then we couldn't make the other high. So this is the level that you're looking for, 87.22, and then your breakout here is 87.63. Now, again, here's that 87.63. That was last week's high. Again, if we can bust above that, here's your next target, is 87.83, and then you have your 88.29, and then this is the candle 89.85. Basically, it's called at 90 bucks. We can rally up here, but realistically, here's your target at 95.03. So you got some good targets here to the upside. Now, so far here, we have an inside week, which basically means your high and your low is the inside of the previous week's high and low. But again, we got all day Thursday, we got all day Friday. We got to see how this is all going to shake out here. Your MACD here looking good. Your green above your red shows good positive momentum to the upside. RSI here, where you're going to go, you have plenty of room. It's only 60, plenty of room here to run. Now, here on your RSI, you've got a little bit over bought conditions, but again, we can stay there for quite a ways. That's no big deal. MACD, your green is still above your red. Looks like it wants to come over, but that doesn't mean nothing. That's how it came like here. And then she just moved right back on up here because we're trading these box areas, okay? So really what we just want to watch is very, very bullish chart. See this? What you really want to watch here is this 8 SMA on the upside. Very, very key. You like to close back above that and then watch this key level. That's at 87.22. Above that, 87.63. On the downside, watch yesterday's low, 84.55. Very, very key. If that gets lost, we can follow the candles, but right here is your target. Is going to be 83.35. So UCO has been a really good scalper. That's how I really trade oil. A big volume, in and out easily, boom, no problem. Same way with the natural gas. I usually just trade the UNG for the long. You can do Boyle for the long, and then KOLD for the short. So a lot of good trading, a lot of very, 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 very good trading here. Okay. All right, so what we want to watch here is this beautiful, beautiful higher lows all the way through here, okay? This chart is still extremely bullish, okay? So don't ever think just because you get a little pullback, you can pull back all the way to this 21-day, and you're still going to have a series of higher lows, okay? So always look at that. See this 21-day? Just look at that. See that nice? And that's basically what you have is that rounded bottom. Now, we have a target up here. This is what we're always looking for. That is that roughly to say a 90 area. And then this is going to be key level here. That's at 92.43. And then we want to look at that 95 area. Now, I'm not saying it's going to get there today. I'm not saying it's going to get there tomorrow. But these are your upside targets if you break through that 87.63. Now, remember, the rig count is there on Friday. We got to see how that's going to shake out. Okay, let's take a look here at natural gas. Okay, natural gas, your weekly chart, we'll take a look at that first. Here, looking very, very bullish, okay? I always point out this key 8 simple moving average here. You're sitting at, what are we sitting at? 1.744, okay? Very, very nice. That's what we want to watch on a closing basis tomorrow. But look and see these candle, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Very, very bullish, rounding off very nice. Your big target here is going to be that 2.22. Okay, so once you get above that 8 simple moving average here, that's usually going to be a matter of time before she's going to run high. Now, again, always remember that natural gas is, they don't call it the widowmaker for nothing. Okay, it doesn't really do what you want, when you want it. Okay, so that's what you have to always look at. Now, again, what we want to watch here on the downside, we'll take a look at the downside, is this 8 SMA. You're looking at 1.84. So you can see where your 8 SMA now here was rolling up really, really good here. Now it's starting to level off. Okay, so that is your support level. That's going to be very, very key, 1.84. Your next level here is you want to watch that 50 at 1.79, and then we have your 21-day at 1.76, and then we come right over here to your 8-day at 1.74. So you got a lot of really, really good support. Now, I'm not saying it can't get there really instantly, but again, you really need to close above this key 8 SMA here for the day and for the week. That's would be really, really bullish. Now, yesterday we had another topping candle like we had here, and then we can see where it came off a little bit here. But realistically here, this pattern, we have a double bottom here off of this candle here, okay? So you have a double bottom action, and she's, it's as long as you can hold all these support levels here with your 8, your 50-day, and your 21-day, it's looking very, very good. Okay, so now what we have to do is we have to see what's going to be going on here when you have the EIA report. Now, I'm not expecting too much, but last week, we didn't expect much either, and I think there was a builder of think it was 9 BCF or 6 BCF. I can't remember. You might have to look. But you had pretty good movement in it. So anytime you can get that movement, that's really why I like trade natural gas here, because it's big volume and it moves and it seems like it's always in play. That's the same way like with crude oil. Okay, I don't have to wait for earnings. I don't have to wait for that. It's always in play. That's the key. So downside here, watch this key 8 SMA, 1.84. Watch that 50-day, 1.79, and then 1.76. Those are your key support levels. That's what you'll be watching today. Now, here on the upside, well, we want to watch, obviously, today's high. Okay, so you're looking at 1.89, and this candle here, you're looking at 1.92, and then yesterday's high, that's 1.943. That's what you're looking for. Now, we had that topping tail like we had here, so you always want to keep in mind of when you see these here, okay? That's what you always want to see, that she might just sell off here a little bit. But again, we have a lot of good support. We're going to see if it all is going to hold here now, okay? So on the upside, if we can get it back above this 1.943, then we'll come right here, 9.55, 9.8, and this is the candle you're looking for, is that 2.0, okay? So now I can show you where I can go all the way up here, 2.4, 2.10, 2.10, and then we're looking for that, basically, that 2.168. But let's just see if we can get here to this 2.0 level here, okay? So today we're going to keep it just a little bit tighter to see if we can get over these main candles, 1.92, 1.94, and then this 2.0. That's going to be our targets here on the upside, just like your 8-day, your 50-day, and your 21-day. And then obviously we have your big target, which is 2.22 and your 2.23 up here. But let's not go like that. Let's just take it one day at a time here, okay? RSI here looking really good. MACD, your green is above your red. That's looking good. Your MACD over here looks like it wants to curl up here over your red. That shows good positive momentum. But let's just see how the day shakes out here. But just watch these key simple moving averages. That's all your support levels. Today I'll be looking for good for scalping here on the UNG, and we'll see how this is all going to shake out. Okay, let's take a look here on the hourly and 4-hour. Okay, here we have your 4-hour chart. Now, this is still a very, very good bullish chart. See, we have a low, higher low, higher low, higher low. And so far here, higher low. Okay, that's always very, very bullish. This is what you don't want. Okay, unless you're short, then yeah, you do want this. A low, lower low, lower low. You just don't want that. Okay, so let's just see how this all shake out. Here's what we're looking for today. Is we're looking for this target at 1.943. That was yesterday's high. Okay. Obviously, if we can get above that, then we'll just go right to the next level, that 1.95, 1.98, and this is the level you're looking for, 2.0, okay? So we don't worry about what's going to happen at 2.16, 2.24. Let's just worry about this 1.94 today, and if we can get up to that 2-point level. If not, then we're going to come down, and we can maybe even retest all the way down in this level. But look here, you have so much really good support level here, going up here. So when you look at your 21-day, your 50-day, everything is supporting it very nice. And I like that series of higher lows. Let's see how it all shakes out. And with natural gas, just be a little bit patient. That's what we're looking for, is patience. Okay, so here's that W pattern. Worked out just absolutely fantastic. Went all the way up here high, came all the way down, but then you put a bottoming candle in here. The next candle held this key right there. See that? Held that right straight across. Nice. Rally right on up here now. And it came down, and so far you're holding this 1.85 level, which is what you want to look right here. Okay, so when you look at this bottom of this candle, that's your 1.85. Okay, see, so when it's sold down, this, you don't have to worry. Well, that would be the next in line, but you always want to worry about where it gapped right on up here. Okay, so you had it down, the next candle on up, shoom, she shot right up. So you look to the bottom of that candle, 1.85. And then what we had here, 1.852. So we have a little bit higher low. Okay, so this is what you want to hold today, is this 1.85. If not, we can come right down to 1.84 and maybe even 1.82. But we got to see how that shakes out, which lines up very nice here with that midpoint. See that 1.82? See how that comes across? Okay, so this is always, when you see these W patterns, okay, here's what you always want to watch, is that neckline. That's going to be very, very key. Okay, and then we want to watch the center of it. That'll be the next key situation. Now, again, if that's lost, then we can just start retesting all the way onto the bottom. But again, when you see these patterns, then you can use that into your advantage and say, if it does sell down, ooh, I got to watch that. I got to watch that. And then if that's lost, then I know I can do the retest, okay? But right now, watch this 1.85, very, very nice. On the upside, this is the big boy you want to watch, is that 1.88. And then if we can get above that, what we always do is you always obviously want to watch this candle. This is that 1.91 right there. And then go to the left of the chart, okay? This is what you want to look at. That's that 1.924. And then that's what you want to look at, 1.94. And then we can just follow this up until we hit that 2.0 level, okay? So always use these charts to your advantage. Don't just look at the chart and say, oh, okay, I see this. No. Always look for these patterns, and these patterns are just more than patterns, okay? They're also now your support levels, okay? They're your support levels. So always watch that, so that way you know, say, hey, it's going to come down, but I know if it holds this level, then I'm good. If not, it's going to go down to this level. If not, we can go there and we can do the retest, okay? And that will help you with your trading if you're long, if you're short. So if it loses this 1.85, you say, oh, okay, I can take a little short ski all the way down to this level. Or I can take a short key down to that level or all the way on down, okay? So always look at that. Now, again, if it holds, you say, I can scalp this, and then I can look at this retest of 191. Then I can go over here, and then I can look up there, okay? So use the charts here to your advantage. That's what they're for, not just to say, okay, oh, I see a pattern here, but then I don't know what's going to happen here. The charts here, always look to the left. That's where something's been, is usually where it's going to go. Okay, that's what I got for you. And I'll be back here at midday trading here. And we'll take a look here at natural gas and crude oil, and we'll add something to the old flavor. And we'll get an update and see what's going on midday. All right, thanks for watching.